Previously on Hidden Treasures of Area Zero. Alright y'all, the wait is over. Teal Mask, let's ride. Hey man, I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff. No, not like that. No. Let's just find the next signboard. He surely won't turn into some crazy psychopath and turn against me in the near future.
Hey, what that man with the mask?
Happened, or like the screen drops only happen in like... Alright, so basically somehow the Loyal 3 were revived and are now making their way to Kitakami Hall. Destroy this whole team. Then we all said our goodbyes and wrapped up part 1 of the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Alright y'all, let's get this over with. I arrive at the Blueberry Academy and meet Lacey, who is Clay's daughter. The place is set in Unova, so obviously we're gonna get references to older games. And I actually didn't pick up on these references until I watched a video pointing them out. After defeating Lacey, we go down to the terrarium, which is basically just 4 biomes in one underwater. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I ran around and caught some Pokemon for a bit, then met up with Carmen again. I'm kidding. I missed teasing her. I beat her in a battle, then saw Kieran again, who I thought was a completely different character at first, but I guess I just wasn't locked in.
She got Tourette's? Okay, let me back. No. That's not Kieran. I was about... No. Way. This whole time I thought it was a completely new character.
Nah, cause imagine kicking somebody out because they had a bad day. That'd be like if the Warriors traded Curry because he couldn't make a 3. Oh. I meet Drayton, who is Drayton's grandson. I didn't even know he had a kid, and I just finished playing the Gen 5 games. You should check it out. This is Theo. He's here for the foreign exchange program. What about Kieran? You guys friends? Yo, dude, relax. I've only been here for like 5 minutes. After talking for a bit, Drayton and I went to the cafeteria where we met Kieran. What are you even doing here? Oh, well, you know, I'm just getting something to eat, grubbing down. Pathetic. See, laziness like that is why I took your time. Yeah, whatever. You told me that every day. But on another note, look who's here. Yo. Oh! Hold on, peep this real quick. So I'm signing up for the BB League, right? And the woman at the front desk wouldn't let me join because technically I'm not enrolled here. But when Kieran showed up, she literally trembled in fear. Like, bro, what happened after Kitakami to where literal adults fear this child? Now, since everything is double battles, I can't solo everything with my starter like how I did in the Teal Mask. And not only that, they're actually built for double battles. I didn't want to just settle for one team, so I rotated between Pokemon from my main team, the 7-star raids, and the ones that I use for those raids. Maybe a Paradox Pokemon, and just some Pokemon I found out in the wild. My first team was Everglade, Greninja, Garnish, Glaceilla, Great Tusk, and Ogerpon. For the first trial, I had to run around and get some ingredients for a spicy sandwich. Yeah, he's definitely going to feel that later. The battle was fine. Solid Rock on camera did kind of catch me off guard, and Ogerpon did kind of underperform, but other than that, it was pretty easy. Next was Amorous. For her trial, I had to fly through these rings with the new flying ability. For her battle, I brought Everglade, the Terra Charizard, Dragonite, Annihilate, King Gambit, and Slicer. Her Alolan Dugtrio was pretty annoying since it was faster than Slicer, which really doesn't make any sense. Why is Dugtrio so fast? Every Pokemon after that was an easy Oko. Thank goodness you didn't lose. I was afraid you might have been a fraud. Lacey's trial was a Pokemon quiz. I got all of the questions right except for the Sinisty one. But like, how was I supposed to know there was a mark on the bottom? I haven't played Sword and Shield in a while, and I've also never used a Sinisty on my team. For her battle, I decided to bring Everglade, yeah, he's not going anywhere, the Terra Decidueye, King Gambit, Toxtricity, Tonka Bear, and Lucario. This was the easiest battle I've ever had in my life. Everglade might have gotten knocked out during the fight, but after everything I put him through, he deserves some rest. Okay, final member, Drayton. For his trial, I had to fight these 3 trainers with Pokemon caught in the terrarium. At first I was using random Pokemon, so I was like, okay, let me just go around and catch some. And I did. And they still wouldn't let me fight, until I realized that it had to be with Pokemon caught in the polar biome. See, now why'd you just say that from the start, man? Put me through all this trouble for what? For the final Elite Four battle, I brought Everglade, duh, Archaludon, the Terra Inteleon, Tonka Bear, because I didn't really use it the last time, Koraidon, yes, I'm using Koraidon, who's gonna stop me, and Glaceon. The battle was pretty easy until Sceptile and Haxorus were on the floor, all because of Dragon Cheer. Dragon Cheer is basically just a dragon type focus energy, but for the ally and not the user. And thanks to that, the Pokemon I wanted to use are down and out. But we handled it eventually. Finally, after all this time, pushing myself to the absolute limit just to defeat. Yo, can y'all shut up and fight? Yeah, all that fraud talk by the end. I'ma show you a fraud. Damn. I might actually be one. But hold on though. We gotta get our get back. And we gotta do it the right way. You might have been able to get me the first time with that Dragonite, but not this time. Goodbye. You thought you was gonna get away with that double teaming my dog Everglade like that? Well, guess what? Mwah! Go to sleep. It's your bad time. Now you know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, get off my line. You a little boy to me. You don't get no respect around here. And there you have it. That man lost his clout and he out of his position. And Drayton wasn't making it any better. He just walked up to him like, so how be feeling? Ex-champion. Damn! You have to do him like that? Yo, why y'all got this place out in the middle of the ocean? Now my wig all messed up. Gita? Oh, I mean, my real hair. What you doing here, boy? Okay, so the reason why we're in this room is because we're about to go to Area 0 and find Terapagos, who is the cover art legendary. Once we got to Area 0, we start making our way down. We got to the Underdepths and Miss Briar is already going crazy. After some exploring, I encountered my first Stellar Pokemon. Now, I still don't know much about Stellar Pokemon, but from what Bulbapedia says, when you terrestrialize your Pokemon into a Stellar type, it doesn't change its type, and it's only super effective against Pokemon that are terrestrialized. So if you Terra a Pokemon into a Stellar type, but your opponent doesn't, nothing changes. Okay. I beat a couple more of these Stellar Pokemon to progress through the area. Once we got to the final room, a whole lot happened, I'll just tell you that. For starters, I guess Kieran hasn't learned his lesson yet, and he immediately starts to tweak out again. And Miss Briar is just off to the side in her book, just completely unaware of what's going on. Then Tropicals pops out of the rock it was in, and I kid you not, literally 4 seconds later, this man Kieran chucks a Master Ball at it. Not an Ultra Ball, heck, not even a Dusk Ball since we're in the cave. A Master Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be like Kieran. If there's somebody in your life who you just can't beat and got you like this, don't turn into a psychopath. Anyway, Kieran challenges me with Terapagos to see if he can beat me, which he doesn't. And Miss Briar is just... I swear something in her head is just not clicking. Like, woman, there is an active lunatic occupying the same space as us right now. Lock in! Kieran terrestrializes Terapagos and loses control. Great! More things for me to do. I had to keep reviving my Pokemon throughout the entire battle because I was basically just in there by myself. Carmen sucked, Miss Briar was still as slow as ever, and Kieran is over here doubting himself for God knows how many times already. Kieran, we got a problem in front of us, and I do not have time for you to be a pussy. Now come contribute! And yeah, Kieran locked in, we finished Terapagos off clown style.
Send him back to the Shadow Realm! Let's go! I don't know why I'm so excited, but I don't care. Let's go!
And we just went back to the academy. Hey man, I'm sorry for everything I did. And I was just hoping that we could start over as friends. Yeah, I'd like that. Hey, can y'all shut up and get moving? Coming. Seriously, I thought y'all was about to kiss over there. And that concludes the Indigo Disc. Also concluding the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Hey man, even though this game might look crappy at times, and by at times I mean all the time, they sure know how to tell a story. Compared to the last gen's DLC, the characters actually mean something and aren't forgettable. Honestly, I'll give this a 8 out of 10 experience. Everything about it was great, and it was a good note to end on considering the fact that this might be the last piece of Gen 9 content we're going to get until either Gen 10 or another remake. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.